can't understand Thurgood Marshall if you don't understand that it's not just that he's a black man, it's also that he's a lawyer, that the law shapes his perception on the world as much as the color of his skin does. Thurgood used to say, I don't need to put my hand in front of my face to know what color I am. He knew that he was black. He knew the situation he faced. He had grown up in a Jim Crow South. He had seen in travels right after law school the destruction of a community that segregation brought about. But at the same time, it was his training as a lawyer that gave him the lens by which he understood these events, by which he understood these situations, and that gave him a way to fight them. Thurgood believed in the law. He believed in the Constitution. He believed that the American legal, political, constitutional system was fundamentally sound, but that it had a cancer on it. And that cancer was racism, that cancer was segregation, and his job, like a surgeon, was to cut out the cancer, to remove the cancer and leave what was left to be healthy. And that's what drove him.
Oh, say, can you see
a community trying to heal tonight after a shooting in Orlando targeting the gay community leaves 50 dead and more than 50 injured.
My son was at the nightclub with his boyfriend and other friends. And I know that his boyfriend has been shot multiple times and is in the emergency room. But I don't know where my son is.
This shooting now the deadliest in U.S. history. Tonight, San Diegans and people everywhere heartbroken, searching for answers.
All of us together here. We are one cause. We want the same things.
Now officials piece together a motive and try to make sense of it all as we work to move forward as a country.
And as Americans, we are united in grief, in outrage, and in resolve to defend our people.
Had 195 days of combat, wounded 4 times. Normandy, we jumped 6 hours before they hit the beaches, fought for 37 days there. Slightly wounded there with a bullet in the knee and pulled it out and put it in my pocket and didn't worry about it.
But in my estimation, the greatest generation is not we who are alive today, but those who sacrificed, men and women, and gave their lives for you and I to be able to be here today celebrating Memorial Weekend in freedom.
Megan Tavrizian, NBC7.
We're sitting in the first studio of Frank Lloyd Wright at Taliesin. His home that was first built in 1911, was destroyed in 1914, rebuilt in 1915, destroyed in 1925 and rebuilt. And this is the third version of Taliesin, and each version of Taliesin has a story to tell. One of the main themes in Wright's life and work was that he was always trying to get Americans to give up on Europe and create an architecture that was American, that was all American, and stop trying to imitate German castles and French chateaux and things like that, and build an American architecture that spoke about American character, that was true to the American character. And he really believed that the future of architecture was going to be in the Midwest and the West, because the East Coast was really hopeless, that they were still so enamored with Europe, they would never give up on it. They'd continue to build European styles and historical styles instead of adventurous modern American styles.